race is won. Turn our golden faces into this. Wow, that hair! Losing our days, getting into the music's played by the madman, forever young. I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever, forever and ever, forever? Wow, she is a old-looking woman. That is a tragic mustache. I should not have watched this video. I have ruined this song for myself. Wow. I'm just
mustache.
Wow. Oh, no, it's a tragic mustache. I'm not even sure if that one's got a name. Sooner or later, we all will be young. Don't just stay young. Nope. I did pretty well. I made it through a verse or two by memory. All right. What do we got? Hey, look, we got everybody. Do we?
Yes.
Telaise?
Wait, no Telaise yet. I saw Valandra's blue and I thought it was Telaise's blue.
So much blue.
Ding. By the way, +10, -10, someone? Was that for this session, or did Kyle sneak out of last session without a song?
That's 100% right. I definitely snuck out of last session.
Uh-huh. I feel like that means we are owed 2 songs.
Yeah, 2 songs.
I mean, maybe a mashup? I don't know. Can you sing the chords song?
I was just going to mention that the chord song was the only place I actually knew Forever Young from.
Aww!
Was just that little bit.
Oh, that's a good song. I like that one. And there's another one that I actually don't know the lyrics to, which is probably not good.
Telaise.
Yay!
I'm here.
Yay!
Yay! Hello.
Hello.
I made it.
Yay! And we can hear everybody, I think.
So stream started. Are we ready for intro to go? Yes, we caught your singing.
What's that? What? Wasn't me. Somebody else. Ooh. Things are live. Neat. So, do we have any volunteers that wish to step forward and recount the epic tale that has led to this point?
I gotta run the intro real quick and then we're good. Yeah, okay, now we're good.
Yay! Those are awesome pictures. All right. So, we return to the all-important question. Do we have any volunteers? All right, roll 1d20. Lowest person goes.
I'm just gonna roll a d7. I feel like asking everyone to roll a d20. I will have a lot of nonsense. Oh, I'm even on the wrong. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Motherfucker. All right, so. All right, so that's Sin. So that's me. So last we met in Tyranny. We were resolving the end of our raid onto Castle Narutar, which was filled with, at the very beginning, a lot of in-character disputes, as per narrated by Casey. After which we hopped through a magic portal and almost ran into 2 dragons, but they were flying and at a distance, so it was okay. After that, I thought we were going to see Santa Claus. I was very disappointed when it was a lady in a sleigh. Very not jolly.
What serious type?
Much more serious. Her name
When we
was
saw the lady, I half expected the Winter Witch.
I believe her name was Telaise.
Telaise.
There's an L there.
There's an L in there. And I think I might have said it wrong halfway through because my dragon lance jumped into my brain. And I'm like, the half elf! And I'm like, no, stop. But go ahead.
I think you did say it both ways, yeah.
I think Telaise is the appropriate name.
And she was extremely cordial and invited us in, let us get cleaned up, had a little bit, served some refreshments, and then we sat around a table and we talked about how she wanted us to not be there. And then, for like a bunch of money. And then, like, if we wanted to do stuff for them, we could have a bunch more money. And then we named an outrageous price, courtesy of Telaise, although I don't think it's overly outrageous.
100,000 platinum.
She said not to underestimate our value, so I didn't.
I mean, that's perhaps a lifetime value, maybe, but immediate value.
She did say enough to retire, so.
Exactly.
I mean, okay. But yeah, that offer was declined, or at least not responded to, which then left you doing what?
Well, then we took the front half of the offer, which was go get your payment on the floating area in exchange for, not messing with this outpost of the Dragon Queen. Well, some of us had some reservations of leaving and not murdering the hell out of Telaise.
He's a goddamn dragon, we would have died.
Yeah, with that kind of belief system in mind, we chose the path of least resistance, which was, we're going to leave. And then Telaise also showed that she enjoys least resistance, so she gave us a nice cloak that gives us a general kind of at a distance, you're vaguely cultists kind of disguise. With that, we traveled to the town of, I'm going to zoom up the map, Parnast.
Parnast, yep.
Which looked to be a little bit less bustly. There were people moving around. There were clearly people indicated as cultists. It's got everything. It's got like a barn. It's got like a little well in the middle. It's got an inn. It's got a giant sky castle with a docking bridge attached to it.
Yeah, Giant Ice Sky Castle is really the call-out location in town.
So we just kind of walked through the town, hoping that everybody would ignore, 2 cats, a small mouse, two tusky peoples, water walking around in armor. Seemed to work out pretty okay. And we last left off with us running. I believe we were boarding said bridge onto said flying ice castle.
Yes, you were. You were just there. And a few things had been happening as you were just there. One, you guys did brass it out through the town, and Harry, the kobold, has been tagging along with you. And as the draconic-looking one amongst the party decided to brass it out in style, taking up the rainbow banner that you were provided with, attaching it to his stick that he took arms with to fend off suitors for Dusk. And with that, now as a small banner is marching along under the rainbow flag towards the bridge. Now, the castle itself is fairly large, and it seems like it's quite chill. The mist around it is basically vapor condensing as it gets close to what looks to be an enormous castle carved out of ice. The ice is so thick, it is opaque, built to a giant's scale. In the mist ahead of you, you can see that a lowered drawbridge spans a foggy moat. Beyond the drawbridge, an open portcullis, and beyond the portcullis, a covered gateway leading into an open courtyard. Large figures loom in the gateway, but through the fog, you can't quite make out what. The two towers to either side of the gate are actually of different heights. The one to the right is about 120 feet in the air. The one to the left, a mere 60 feet in the air. The crenellations topping them are massive. Normally you'd see 3 to 4 feet or so. These are closer to 8 foot high. As you near, there's a stillness in the air, not much going on within the castle. And could I ask for whoever would like to be the sharp ears of the party to please roll me a perception check?
I will.
Oh, sorry. I already did
Oh
that.
well, never mind.
27.
So the sharp ears of the party, you can hear the creak, the grunt, the snort, and the spit of some large and uncouth creatures far above in the mist atop the towers. But from this angle, you can't see what they might be. Now you've boldly marched through the town, and you're about 10 or so feet to reach the actual drawbridge itself, and then another 40 or 50 to get across it and into the castle. What are you guys doing?
We've been ballsy up until this point. We can't undo that. Like, just keep going.
Yeah, I imagine we're crossing until something happens. Unless we wanted to, like, I don't know, there were the 2 statues that were separately magical from the rest of the castle. I don't know if we had any precautions we wanted to take approaching those or not. I don't know what those would be. No.
I've got no ideas about this statue, so I would just say let's move on ahead and see if we can catch up to where we're going.
Okay.
Keep going like we belong here.
All right.
We have those robes.
So if you would, keep going like you belong here and start making your way across. In whatever order you might be moving. You're moving southwest.
We are moving south.
Southwest, across the bridge.
Dusk
And
just
then
got
I
a
thought
little
we'd
lost
just-
for a sec.
For a second, I thought we just left like a big banner, and that looked like a big
Oh, you
banner.
did. You did just leave a big manor, but it was up in the hills.
It was
Okay.
a different big manor.
And
Womp. Oh, wait, guys.
freeze, freeze, freeze. All right. And if Elmer, are you under control?
Elmer is uncontrollable.
Uncontrollable Elmer.
Can't be tamed.
He seems like
My second level spell slot would say otherwise. Give me.
All right, what's going on here? How about now? Can you control him now?
Yay! Come here, Elma.
All right. So, Dusk, it looks like you are the one moving ahead at the moment. Does that seem correct to everybody?
It took me a minute
I mean,
to
that
pop
was
out.
after you said to pause, so.
That's all right. Well, no, if anybody needed to shift around, basically at this moment is when some excitement might begin. From about 120 feet directly above, you hear, they forgot to say the password. And beside you, two massive statues begin moving.
Oh, I freaking knew it.
I knew it too, but we didn't ask Telaise for the password or anything, so.
You would think she would have mentioned it.
Well, should have thought about it.
Well, she did kind of want you guys to die. Just cause a little trouble while you're there. Now, as those two statues start turning towards them, you hear from above more of that laughter. And looking out over the edges, you can see the squidgy faces on big heads of ogres leaning down. Little drool cascades down your way.
Oh God, ogres.
Yeah. What was that fucking phrasing that we used in the camp? Like all the way back when?
I don't know. What was the phrasing you used all the way back when?
Camp?
I legitimately don't remember.
Nope, no idea.
I'm willing to see some sort of memory / deception check to try and trick it out if you wish to.
Oh, I can do that. You want me to
And can Dawn help her? She's good with deception as well.
I cast guidance.
Brilliant. Oh my god.
Oh!
That is not good.
Have
I did
help.
hear-
Hang
I
on,
did
hang
hear
on.
help.
That's a luck, I'm gonna get a luck reroll.
Well, hang on. Take
No,
your.
but you had okay.
Nope, I'm
Okay.
taking it.
Okay. That is a little bit better. So
So that's a 29.
that is a 29. All right. So from above, you hear, "It's too late. Try and stay alive." The statues don't seem to care that you've just rattled off a number of passwords. And the ogres seem fairly content to watch as the statues try and smash you. One of the ogres, convinced by your wordplay, turns and hollers back towards the massive castle. "Hey, Blatherfocus! Lady, the statue stopped! Hey, they're gonna get squished." And could I please ask everyone? That was not a good ogre voice. I'll get a better one later.
That was an amazing voice, don't you dare.
Could I please ask everyone to roll initiative as two massive stone golems do their darndest to squish you? Stone golems not known for their speed. All right, and it looks like Kuhloe, while Telaise has entreated the ogres and convinced them that you're just cultists who forgot when to say the password, and they have called for someone to come help. Stone golems look like they're going to try and smash you anyway. What are you doing?
Okay, and did I get the impression that the guys in front were like, hey, stop those things? It was a little hard. They're, ogres, so they're hard to understand.
They're a little hard to understand. It was more like stay alive till someone who can turn them off gets here. And they're also placing bets on which ones of you are going to die. I mean...
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna, I'm still on top of Elmar, and I'm just gonna position myself in between as many people as I can, and take the dodge action on this side,
Okay.
obviously.
You got it. Kuhloe has taken the dodge action, and with that, Dusk, you made it a little ways in, but behind you it sounds like some things are going wrong. Off in the castle, further ahead, you can hear some disturbance starting in response to the ogre's cries. What are you doing?
Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna go back out and help my friends, because I'm not gonna leave them. I just need to zoom in so I can see things better, because mine's all
Sure.
crammed up. Okay. So, now that I'm here... Oh! I wanna try and jump onto one of the statues. Like, climb up it.
It is a big statue. You could certainly climb upon it. Are you attempting to do anything while up there, or just mount?
More like get as high as I can, more like on the back of one of its heads, probably.
Okay. And do what while there?
Just cling for dear life. I'm
Okay.
hoping to bait the other one.
Okay, I'm going to go with that's probably a grapple style attack. So if you would please choose your stone statue of choice and rush over to it. And once there, give me a strength athletics check.
Okay. So I'm gonna pick this one on the right. And where's my athletics?
A 14. And the stone golem swings ponderously about, trying to shrug you off.
Oh,
And it's just like,
Wow.
Yum!
Oh, damn.
Down, kitty. Yeah, no, it's big. Dusk, anything else you'd like to do? Bonus action or perhaps an additional movement if you would like. Though it looks like it might try and come around and crunch you if you move away from it.
Being stubborn cat that I am, I'm gonna try and climb it again.
Do you have multiple attack at this point?
I'm not even trying to attack
Yep.
it, I'm literally just trying to get on it.
she does.
She does. I think she does actually have a multiple attack. So go ahead and give me another athletics strength check.
Like, maybe. Like, we'll be... Really?
I don't think it's
Can't
gonna
fail that on a nat 1, so...
It did not. So you're just like up, down, down, kitty.
Just the sound of yowling. Keeps getting thrown off.
Claws scraping frantically against stone.
Dawn
Where
is
is that?
just rolling his eyes. Just
Are y'all
And
really surprised?
As that happens, how about Waverly? Waverly, what are you up to?
I mean, honestly, trying to climb it sounds like a really good idea.
I mean, sure. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? So, as would you please move towards the stone golem of choice? And what are you planning on doing while up there? Are you going for another grapple style move like Dusk was?
No, more like parkouring up it to perch on top of its head.
Okay. So how about if we're just going for a perch and you're not really trying to grapple or otherwise damage it, how about we make that an acrobatics check? And if you do make it, we will call that a dodge action as well. So basically, that'll
Okay.
get you up and out of the way, and also elevated some 14 feet or so in the air. And unfortunately, it is a thrashing machine, so your target number is a 21.
Holy shit. Not impossible.
Not impossible, but it is a mighty beast.
Apparently impossible
Ooh.
today.
It just, everybody's trying to get climbed up on this stone golem, and it's not having it. Waverly, anything else you'd like to do?
Disengage and move away from the monster.
Yeah, that would be a good plan. Disengage and all right.
Maybe the rogue with no hit points doesn't want to be in melee.
Could be a concern. From high above, you hear, they're running the wrong way. Valandra,
God.
what are you doing?
Is a good question. We'll run up there and cast mace.
You just jumped off the bridge.
The bridge right now is that's not above. There's no real fall down there. That's still on the ground and down.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. So yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
did
that's-
not fall. You're okay. But casting mace is certainly an option. If you would please go ahead
Nope.
and no, just no,
Just no.
just no. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'm where I want to be.
All right, Edgar.
He's just gonna fly up and around this one for now.
Okay.
Like not like super close, just kind of like I'm a bird and I'm happy to be flying over this way. And but yeah, he's just gonna be like up this way. And someone said that they were calling from someone,
Yes.
someone going to come and turn it off.
I mean, that's
Well,
certainly
Question
a
mark,
possibility.
questionable.
Possibly.
Because it's someone smarter than the ogres, so they might deduce that we're not who we say we are. So I don't think we should count on that.
Yes, they have called out for Blagothkus. And
Blagothkus.
Though it took you a little while to figure out what that was what they're saying. It was like, hey, Blagothkus. So, it did translate eventually. Do any of you happen to speak Giant?
Nope.
Not actively, and I'm not wasting a spell on it right now.
That's a little of a quirky sounding name, and you heard an ogre say it, so you would assume giants are related, but you don't really narrow it down beyond that. As we move through our turn order here, Dawn, what are you doing?
Dawn is gonna scoot this way.
Hey, look at the smart one.
Cause I don't know, I kind of feel like we got the right password. They probably won't let raging giant statues come in. So it's just yell like we should just go this way. He is going to cast spiritual weapon and have Edgar get all big.
Okay. Edgar gets all buff.
And nobody's actually on it, right?
Nobody is on the stone golem, just clambering around its legs like excited children at Christmas when Santa arrives.
We tried.
As big Edgar, can he still? No, because he's just a spell. So, like, I was gonna say, like, he could try to be distracting, being big in front of.
He could be distracting by hitting them really hard. Your spiritual weapons are nasty. I don't know about much beyond that.
Yeah. Just try to like, hey, look at me, I'm the big bird.
Okay, is that a painful hey or just a?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm. Sheets are being stupid. Hold on.
No, Come on, Sheets, you can do it. 15? No. These stone golems are shrugging you off left and right. Also, the rolls. So, Dawn, anything else for you?
Nope, he's just gonna get away from the big smashy
That was
things.
just a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Virtual weapon.
But he's kind of interested in who's coming because they're here. Everybody knows we're here. We might as well, hopefully, maybe deceive this person that might be smarter than ogres.
Seems reasonable. But before we find out about that,
So yeah, he's watching for this person. Is this open here?
Yes, that is open. You can see into the courtyard.
Okay, so he won't go entirely in, but he'll just be watching for whoever is coming.
You got it.
Maybe like hold action to interact with that person.
You got it. And as that all happens, the stone these stone golems, giant arms slam down towards Kuhloe. Kuhloe does have dodge going, so these are at disadvantage. Does a 23 hit?
No.
No?
Yes. Yes, that hits.
I feel like people have surprised me with ridiculously high armor classes before, but that seems a little much. 21 points of bludgeoning damage as one of the arm catches you despite your evasive nature. And then Joey.
This feels really gross. I'm gonna dig in my bag and I'm gonna grab a shield out and put it on. And then I'm gonna walk up to this thing and take the dodge action.
Oh,
Alrighty.
I figure taking Mr. Blue out of the sheet is probably a bad idea right now, so
Fair deal. Dodge action and a shield equipped. Anything else for you?
mm-mm.
You got it. Telaise.
going to move up next to Dawn.
Huh?
And just staying the hell out of the way.
Fair enough. That's going to bring us up a stone golem. Now, the stone golem would very much like to hit something. What the stone golem may hit is going to be determined by a d4. And we're going to go clockwise, starting with Joey around the circle.
It's not fun, guys. Duck.
Goose.
And 2 is
okay.
Valandra. So we do have 2 massive arms descending towards Valandra as it swings.
Ooh.
I think the 24 might hit.
24 does hit.
21 points of damage dealt as it crunches into you. But then Kuhloe.
Yeah. So no one's actually hit either of them, right?
No one
But we've
has.
attempted.
You have attempted.
Okay.
And the attempts have been
Well, I think the only one that tried to actually hit it was Edgar. But I mean, if everyone takes the dodge
I
action,
mean, Valandra tried to, but
but you
attempts
didn't.
were made.
Yes.
I'm conundrumed because as much as I want to try and use my extra attack, if I've essentially seen no one really be attacking it in the way that I usually see us all aggro it, I'm wanting to take the dodge action, but that didn't really help me last time, so fuck.
All right. Well, how about this? Since we are top of the turn order, and I was going to say something at the top of the turn order, I forgot. I'll give you a minute or two to consider.
Cool.
Since we're at the top of the turn order, would someone do me the kindness of determining how far away Blagothkus is by rolling 1d4? The result will be the number of rounds before he arrives. And Valandra sneaks the die in, but Telaise follows. Same number, though, 3 more rounds that you need to deal with the stone golems. And you can tell this because you can hear booming out from the castle. 20 seconds. And you hear dum 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 bang.
Is
As
someone
something-
falling down a flight of stairs?
Should we be concerned?
He's a big fella in a hurry. The whole castle's made of ice. Slips happen. But
Falls right down the stairs.
Oh my god.
Don has that like
Do it.
judgmental eyebrow raise thing going on. Like,
but now Chloe,
Don and
as you-
Telaise are just sharing a look of, I think someone just threw themselves down the stairs.
Stairs.
as you now know you've got about 20 seconds that you're going to have to keep alive. What are you doing?
Okay, so Dawn and Telaise are up there. Is anything barring them from going further that I can see?
Nothing barring them from going further. And going further, you can see walls of solid ice enclosing the courtyard. Another courtyard partially overhangs this one. It is held aloft by sweeping arches of ice that soar to a height of over 100 feet. Doors of sculpted ice fitted with iron hinges lead to various outbuildings and a main keep on the far side of the courtyard from the gate towers. It is a sizable courtyard, several hundred feet across. And if we're going to be rushing through there, we can switch maps to a little more detail.
Okay. Well, remembering how fast Waverly and Dusk were the last time, and knowing that it's going to be 20 seconds, I think Kuhloe, on top of Elmar, are going to disengage and run inside and suggest that other people hastily do the same. These guys don't look that fast. I'm on a horse. I'm much faster.
Go, horsey! Go, horsey!
So, disengage and run inside.
Disengage and run inside. Fair deal. So we'll flip to that map in just a second. We'll see what other folk are doing. And Dusk, you got a head start, sort of. And then you ran back, and then you ran back. What are you doing right now?
Well, I'm also gonna disengage and run, because
Okay.
that seems like a good plan, and I'm fast. I am picking up Harry on the way, though. I'm not leaving him behind.
Alrighty.
even at half speed, you can get like
Yeah.
anywhere you want.
Exactly.
You know he flies, right? You remember he flies.
I know he flies, but I'm worried about him.
He takes off like a glider. Basically, she grabs him as she's running. He just spreads his wings and like kiting behind her.
Oh, that's amazing.
So, as that all takes place, Waverly, you're a little out in front at the moment, or far behind, depending on which way you look at the map. What are you doing?
Oh gosh. I think I'm mostly just going to try and. Oh, for the love of God! I am just going to try and catch up with everybody. Run over here.
Short little mouse legs.
Run.
Alrighty. So that leaves us. I'm going to tick over to Valandra, as Valandra and Johie are the ones still in threat range. Valandra, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll disengage and my way over here.
Okay.
And bonus action cast Healing Word on Kuhloe.
Alrighty. Please go ahead and bonus action that healing word.
Thank you.
And
9.
Nice.
Edgar.
Gonna just pretty much be in this guy's face
Okay.
to be distracting.
Distracting.
Hopefully.
Distracting is our
And
hope.
Dawn is gonna continue in this way.
You got it. Now that's going to bring up one of the stone golems before Johie has a chance to peace out. And that stone golem is going to come lumbering across.
Oh, it moves.
It does move.
Oh, it moves.
It does move.
If something has legs, always figure that it can move. Even sometimes if it doesn't, things can
All
flip
right.
sometimes.
We're going to go D2, top to bottom. 1 is an Edgar. So the first swing tries for Edgar.
Should just move right through him.
It does woof right through him, but you think that would have crushed him if it hadn't. It
Oh, definitely.
realizes Edgar is no longer a valid target and focuses on Joey for the second attack. Joey, how about a 24?
Well, an 18 won't do it.
Oh, an 18? That's right, the dodge. Very nice. And an 18 won't do it, so that brings us to Joey.
Disengage deuces.
So let's go ahead and switch maps. And come on over here. Where you at, map? Here, mappy. And it's probably going to be dark for a few seconds. And we're going to start revealing some area. Now, as you might recall, I was cursing quite a lot about the whole north-south thing. Because, out this way was the bridge. So, let's go ahead and drag some folks over here. Elmar the Magnificent. Harry. Dawn. Valandra. Whoa, people are already peeling. Joey and Chloe have taken care of themselves. What do I got? Telaise left. And Waverly somewhere. Waverly. And I think we got everybody, maybe.
I'm small and easy to miss.
Wait, what? No, you're there. No, wait. All right. Let's fix Harry because he's Harry. And you guys were starting at the gate, and you pretty much had your full movement to rush inside. So as I finish revealing the areas here, feel free to move yourselves about a bit in the range that you would have had left, which would be somewhere between 30 and 40 feet. So we got a big old wall with a door in it over here. We got some walls, and those are big arch openings, no door on them. We got a big old door up north here. And then we got a bunch of walls around. So let's do some wall reveal. Doors, walls, doors, walls, doors, walls. Doors and walls. Down here, here, down here, here, to here, over there, down there, here, here.
Damn polygon tool.
Up there. I think that worked. All right. And we have some really big golems. In there. Token there. And the turn order looks blank or full for you guys right now?
Blank.
Okay. Because I don't know how to switch token layer orders, we're going to actually redo initiative. Let's see here. Do we have anybody else left to go? We had Telaise left to go. Telaise, are you doing anything with your final initiative before we reset?
I was just running in.
Okay. Fair enough. So we're going to go ahead and remove all turns, clear them up. And we're going to ask you guys to go ahead and add yourselves new initiatives. We got a new set of rolls. And we got 2 rounds left to survive.
Oh my goodness.
Oh goodness.
That's a cleric initiative.
Where is my
Edgar is
token?
over.
That feels better.
This guy, I think this is the one. This is the one. Who
Yes,
was that?
yes.
Cannot find my token.
Wait, did I
blind?
miss you?
No, you're not there.
Dusk!
You're definitely not there.
It's like I'm trying to hit initiative. It's like I can't find my
There you go,
token.
there we go.
Thank you.
Yep, sorry about that. These scene changes, they're so difficult. So let's go ahead and reset that initiative order. Ooh, that doesn't look good. There's a lot of stone golem-y looking fellows at the top there. But before they get a chance to do something, how about Edgar? What is he up to?
Egger's still up in that guy's face, and he's going to just keep pecking at his eyeballs.
Okay. Edgar pecking at eyeballs, trying to be distracting. No. Just no. That's going to bring up the Neum. Dusk, what are you doing?
Let's see. As long as everyone appears to be out of range of trouble, Dusk is gonna keep just running forward, because as long as she can outrun the statues, she don't gotta worry about fighting.
Fair enough.
She can go like 90 feet, I think.
Yep.
Give him the little rope-a-dope.
If you don't want to cat Neum.
She's not gonna go all the way. She's just gonna keep a fair distance, just in case she needs to run back if somebody's in danger.
Harry's cutting along behind you. And that's going to bring up the first of our stone golems, who begin lumbering forward, catching up and taking a swing at Valandra. The big old golem, the two big old arms coming down. I don't think the 11 helps, but
Am
the
I?
25 might.
Yeah.
Whoop. Chloe, am I missing you? No, you're there.
No, I'm here. Sorry. Never
Okay.
mind.
Valandra, 25, as the stone golem slams down, and then Telaise. He juiced the little blue one.
Sorry, I'm looking at something really fast.
You want to do your Mantle of Inspiration so I can get out of melee without taking an action, so I can get ahead of these guys?
Hang on a second.
Okay.
Plans are happening.
Okay. I can only do one or the other, so. Okay. Now I have to measure again. All right, I can get. Okay, I'm gonna move there.
Okay.
If I remember it.
Yep.
Yep, putting my finger on the screen. That's absolutely a thing that's happening. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna Mantle of Inspiration.
Okay.
Excuse me while I roll those dice really quick. Yep. Cool. Crit and a fail. That's amazing.
You hit the spread.
So, Valandra, anybody else hurt? I can't see from up here.
Chloe is.
I'm so far away. Yeah, Valandra, Chloe, Joey, and Waverly are gonna get it because Dawn can move really fast if he wants to.
Chloe's gonna point down at Elmar from atop Elmar.
Not gonna work. I can only give it to one of you.
Well, I'm on him.
I think she means give it to Elmar, because then they can both move away.
Well,
Yeah.
she won't get the hit points then.
Meh. It's okay. Moving away is much more important. Right now,
Okay.
anyway.
All right. Well, your horse can have some hit points, I guess.
Elmar's all about booking it.
All right. You four get
And is
temporary
that-
hit points and come here.
Is that one full speed?
Yeah,
Or
one
is
movement,
that
one
one
full
move
movement speed
back?
towards
Okay.
me, and it's a free disengage.
Yep.
How do you get there?
All right.
Now, if that's Elmar's movement speed, I believe he goes faster than a person normally does.
I would hope
the
so.
same.
Faster
About the
than me,
same,
anyway. Thought he was 40.
Yep. He is. I guess that is faster than I. I'm used to Tabaxi and monks. They're just like. Telaise. Action.
No.
No. All right.
Because the only thing I wanted to do was heal people, but I can't do that because it's a bonus action.
Got it. So that brings up one of our stone golems who begins lumbering forward, reaches a point and realizes it can't reach, and then kicks it into high gear. Flailing, arms windmilling like a child in a fight, but it can't attack. Waverly.
Okay. Just okay. Going to take a step forward, and everything is very laggy on my end, so it's taking me some time. All right. It's a stab.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's no.
Just
Disengage and run away.
aha! Yoink.
I
Waverly.
tried.
I think that's all the actions for you. So how about Dawn?
Dawn is
You
gonna
wanna-
disengage and like yoink this way because he'll get flattened.
Fair.
And Edgar's gonna do his 5, 10, 15, 20 slow-mo flying over this way.
So heavy. Dawn, I think that wraps it up for you.
Yep.
So how about Chloe?
I don't like leaving Valandra and Joey over there, but I know that they're moving quickly soon after me, so
Sure they are. It would be foolish to do otherwise, perhaps.
Can you grab Waverly and ride further away?
I was actually thinking of grabbing you.
Oh, okay.
Because, I mean, shit, I'm all worried about Elmar's. Elmar can dash me elsewhere, but I still have an action, and I mean, what sounds more epic than galloping up towards you, snatch, and galloping away?
That's fair.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah, and I'll, hooves in the air and all that epic stuff.
All right.
And Valandra, come here.
All right. A snatch and grab has occurred. And as that was not movement under their own power, we'll let that one go without a disengage. And that's going to bring us to, I think, Joey.
Oh, well, I'm going to move under my own power.
You are moving under your own power. Running. And Joey, any other activity for you?
No.
Valandra.
Sorry, just a moment.
These are all actual 5 feet, right?
Those are all actual 5 feet, correct?
Well then, I meant over here.
Aha!
Haha.
Ah! From high above on the tower, you hear air quotes helpful advice. That way! Go left! And it's gesturing to the right.
Your left or my left?
Fly!
Is it starboard?
Yes, starboard.
I will cast Sanctuary on Waverly.
Ooh, Sanctuary on Waverly. Okay.
What's that do?
It has to make
Oh,
a
there it
wisdom
is.
save in order to hit you.
They
Oh,
are,
okay.
and they are wise creatures. Valandra, any other activity?
Now actually move away. Don't go towards it this time.
So you should have cast
no, I'm good.
Spiritual Guardians then. And as we tick past Valandra over to Edgar. Actually, Valandra, that was a spell, so you can't do another spell. Okay, got it. Edgar.
Can he actually do anything on his turn? Like,
Oh no,
No,
actually,
that's-
Edgar, he can't at the moment. He is a spiritual weapon. Sorry about that.
yeah. Now that I think
Uh,
about it, I think we screwed that up. But
Yeah, we rolled on
like
the
he
wrong
just
turn.
moved. Okay.
That's okay. So you know what? I'm going to scratch him from the turn order for now, so I don't
Yeah.
make that mistake again. And Dusk.
I'm actually pretty content. Just keeping running because there's really no point.
Okay. And that's going to bring up our stone golem. Who's trying real hard. Just can't get there. So he just runs a little bit further and a little bit further. And looks a little upset that it can't smash you. Telaise. We have made it to the point where you now just have to last another 6 seconds or so.
Do we still hear
And you
crashing
hear-
down the stairs?
You hear all sorts of things crashing, being thrown about, running, sandals hitting the ground, slipper flying off. Apparently he's wearing sandals and slippers. It's just not a good combination. But again, icy floors, cold feet. Coming! Be there!
Do I want to dash? You know what I think I do? I think I'm just going to dash and get right there beside Joey. And that's me.
That's it. That's going to bring up a stone golem, and this stone golem can reach. It comes forward. It looks down at Waverly. Waverly looks up with those big Mousefolk eyes and that horrible sanctuary spell. And the stone golem just can't bring itself to do it.
You're just too cute.
I'm so cute.
So it just moves past you and swings big old arms at Dawn. Dawn.
What is my AC again? Okay.
I am not sure what your AC is, but I hope it's higher than a 21.
Holy.
Oh,
And is it-
shit.
No, that'll hit even with shield.
If it's not higher than a 21, maybe it's higher than a 27?
Oh,
Wait, doesn't it lose the first attack because it wasn't in range of anyone else?
It does not. It can continue moving and change its target.
This thing hits hard.
It's a big rock.
It is a big rock, and it just did 39 points of big rocky damage.
He's still
to
standing.
Dawn. Nice.
Yeah, get it done.
You guys are like, he's dead! Wait, he's okay! It's fine!
He takes
Waverly.
like 2 giant fists to the head, and he's just sort of like standing there, like, whoa. I think my brain's in my ass.
I feel like some of your, bunkmates may have been saying that for a long time now. But Waverly, what are you doing, having seen this devastation wrought?
Stab and run. That's what we're gonna do.
Stab and run. Okay, go ahead and do a stab.
Stabbing does break that sanctuary spell.
Oh, okay.
Maybe just run.
Maybe just run.
Maybe. I mean, sure. Is that it?
Disengage and
Disengage and
run,
run?
I
please.
mean, yeah, it's obviously. Let me.
I mean, Danger Mouse is Danger Mouse, so.
Yes.
You moved forward and attacked it last time, and I have little faith in. Okay.
We haven't done any damage to it, and we're just waiting rounds out, so maybe don't waste an attack. You know.
Okay. Let's disengage and dash.
All right.
25, 30. Let me get all the way over here.
Okay.
Dawn,
And-
there is nothing I can do for you. Run.
Speaking of Dawn, what are you
Going
doing?
to disengage and fuck off.
Okay.
Please use your cat Neum.
Mew. Like how measurements. Just getting away. I think that's within Mew.
Now, as you do this, I do have one question. I don't recall Dawn having mumed in the past.
He has.
Has he? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Just
Way,
curious.
way back in the beginning.
Way back. Okay.
He
So
was also
Dawn-
wet at the time and he hated everything.
I think you might be wet right about now and hate everything, but that's a different issue. Any other activity for you?
I think he's going to cancel the spell on Edgar and just have him start flying back this way.
And we'll just sync up Edgar's turn with your turn, so do remember to move him around. And how about Kuhloe then?
Okay. What way are the idiot left people pointing? Like, because I'm looking back at them, going this left, that left. Which left?
Oh yeah. This is yes. You definitely want to take advice from them. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna couple it with a few other sources, but I just want to see.
So there are 6 sets of hands.
Great.
Up there, and they're all going different directions.
That's helpful.
So
Thanks,
if you would please give me a wisdom saving throw or a wisdom check. So you take a quick glance back at their ideas, and then you're like, really, it's probably going to be best to head towards one of those archways.
Is that where I hear Mr. Sandalman coming from?
He is not coming from that direction. You hear Mr. Sandalman coming from over here.
Okay.
Through here, you haven't heard much of anything yet.
Yeah, that sounds
good.
good.
Looks like maybe they wouldn't fit real well through there.
Is that like a doorway or a hallway?
It's just a big arch.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm going to gallop Elmar, Valandra, and myself over here. Let me make sure that I measured properly. Yeah, okay. You run, keep running, guys, keep going. Dawn, you don't look so hot. You all right?
So as you start heading in that direction, the ogres frantically wave their arms like, no, and wig off! No, wig off!
Wig off?
What?
Wiggle off, it seems.
Do I see something as I'm galloping that would make me turn around?
Oh my good lord!
So,
my god!
I feel like I would have seen this as I was galloping.
You would have seen that maybe about 10, 15 feet back from where you are, and we'll talk about maybe changing direction mid-gallop. But what you see through the archway is in the midst of a frost-glazed room stands a 9-foot-tall table of carved stone surrounded by 3 giant-sized chairs, also carved from stone. A fat iron cauldron etched with runes rests upon the table. On the floor in the far corner sits a large iron chest. A stone giant, male, is gazing down into the cauldron while a female stone giant sits nearby on one of the chairs. The female, depicted here, southwest, looks over in your direction at the noise of hooves approaching. You're still sitting at the table.
Yeah, so over this way.
Yes, that way. That way.
I'll gallop past that like little archway and be like, "What the fuck was that? Don't go that way, guys. That doesn't look good." Valandra, did you get us? What the hell was that?
And Joey.
So that, I mean, the archway looked really good, and then when the horse goes that way instead of through the archway, I mean, like, yeah, let's back into a corner. This will go well.
All right. Yeah. The ogres seem excited about this back into a corner plan. Valandra, what are you doing?
I will channel divinity, preserve life, and give myself 7 and the other 23 to Dawn.
Okay.
So take 23 healing up to half of your hit points.
Okay. See what?
I don't think anyone else is below half.
So it can't go higher than half.
Yep,
And how many did you give?
23.
Take 19 of that and be at half. Whoops.
And I'm good.
I can math. There we go.
All right. And as this all happens, you can hear behind the massive ice door someone approaching. And they will arrive about there. But before then, we get to find out what Dusk is doing.
Oh gosh, everything is confusing and suffering. So they're saying not to go over there. So where am I gonna? Okay, so I'm just gonna go north, I guess.
Okay,
I
sure.
feel like even any direction at this point is just a gamble. Like, who else are we gonna find and interrupt? So, yeah, let's go over there. To that, I'm gonna get closer to Joey, but not all the way. There we go.
And as Harry glides along behind you, he's got his banner raised, flag flapping in the air. It's very cool looking. Dusk, any other activity for you?
She's good.
That's going to bring up one of our stone giant friends, or stone golem friends, excuse me. And that stone golem is going to begin lumbering forward, can't get to anybody, and then lumber even more. Kind of make a nuisance of itself, drawing up next to Dawn and Telaise. And then Telaise gets to decide what to do about this situation.
Disengage and run away.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Now, if I disengage, does that mean I only get my normal movement?
Disengage means that's an action, so you've got normal movement left.
Okay. So that's where I'm going to go.
All right. And that's going to bring up our friendly stone giant number 2, who rushes forward.
Hang on. I'm going to bonus action. And I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bonus action and drop another Mantle of Inspiration.
You see a massive female stone giant head just lean out and look around the corner as you do this.
So she's very impressed because I look amazing right now.
You do. She's like, okay, I just need to pull back here, do a little makeup before I get there.
So
my hair.
Waverly and Dawn, you're both gonna take that. And since I'm on top of you guys right now, are you both still in need? You and Valandra and Kuhloe?
Yeah, we're down.
So you guys will take the rest of it. You don't need to come anywhere near me because you're fine. You don't have to move. But those two, you guys get to take your full movement towards me. Get away from that thing.
What's the 13?
Yay.
You get 13 temporary hit points.
Okay. So
You have to come
That's a lot.
towards me, Waverly.
Oh,
Yeah, you have to move directly towards me.
okay. Where was I? Was it about there?
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
1, 2,
20, 25.
It's not really that much better, but you know.
But hey.
But you get to move, you know.
So as the moving begins to happen, stone giant comes trundling along, just drawing up next to Waverly, and then Waverly gets to do stuff. Waverly, what are you doing?
Run.
Disengage and move away.
I guess so. Are you sure we can't fight these guys?
Yes, we're
Yes.
very sure.
I mean,
Did you see what it did to Dawn?
That's a good point. Disengage and dash. Hello. Goodbye.
Right. And disengage and dash employed. Dawn, what are you doing?
Alright, so first Edgar's gonna go and kind of like sit on top of this guy's head and be the distraction to give him disadvantage, and just kind of like sit on his head and peck at his face, so no matter where he
Sure.
goes, you'll be on top of him, being a nuisance. And
Fair
Dawn
enough.
is just going to dash. Quick, get to way over there. So he's gonna Noom. And like turn around and assess.
All right. At that moment, as you turn to assess the situation, the door flies open and an enormous creature, a cloud giant, bursts forth. His helmet is fallen down over his eyes. One slipper has fallen off, but he raises a mighty mace and calls out in giantish some word that you assume means stop and go back to where you're going. It should be Dublas. And he looks over at you. My apologies. I thought all the cultists had been instructed when to give the passphrase.
Yeah, I think that's Talice's version of a joke. Nah, she told us what, but not when.
A cold woman. Now, if you have no more business with me, I left the kettle on. And the enormous cloud giant turns to leave.
Cloud giants are huge, right? Like,
They are quite
they're
large.
bigger than these guys.
Does
They
he
are-
look like you fell down a flight of stairs?
yes, he does.
It looks a little bit in disarray, yes. You can say that. His helmet's jammed down a little far on his head. He's missing one of his sandals. His hair is all frayed out and crazy behind him. And that's kind of it. Now, he is a cloud giant, which means he's really big. He is huge. He has that air of cruel nobility about him. And his mace is probably 3 of Joey. So
Wow.
he's kind of got that going on. The stone golems seem to be responding to his instruction and also turn to move away from you. And I'm just going to ask, is anyone acting aggressively at this moment?
No.
Nah.
No,
No.
that's no.
We were all
Even
running.
Even I think that would be a dumb idea.
So we're going to go ahead and close the turn order. And as you do, you hear the sound of coins exchanging hands far, far above you. 1, 2, 3.
7.
And more. So as a little struggling happens, some mental processing, higher math. It's happening 120 feet above the ground, so it must be higher math. As that all takes place, you find yourselves in the lower courtyard of an ice castle built to giant scale, presumably by cloud giants. The walls are thick and tall, the doors themselves easily 14 to 15 feet high to accommodate the height of the giants. Far above you, an overhang with another courtyard in it. Near to hand, 2 stone giants doing something. And you know there are cultists about, but you haven't seen sign of them, perhaps because there was a raging stone golem in the courtyard a few moments ago. So as I turn it over to you, when you get ready to do your song, but the DM solves the problem first, this literally never happened. Okay. Chloe, is there a song?
No, it's pointless now.
it's
I gotta rewrite it or something. I don't know.
Okay, sorry. I can bring.
It's
I
never
can bring
been an
him
issue
back.
before. I couldn't have assumed that would happen so quickly. Thank you for not smushing us.
Well, I'm gonna try. I mean, I've got a lot more things to smush you with. There's giants. They're big.
Now I have to change the rhymes then.
And now
Hard
I
to
ask
rhyme
once
with
more.
Golem.
What is the party doing?
Well, we're
As
here
far-
now.
Yeah, as far as we know, they all think we're supposed to be here, right?
That seems to be the case. No alarms have been raised, and
Short
they
rest?
did come to help
Yeah,
you.
if we can find a place to take a short rest, that would be ideal.
So how about a little bit of maybe a perception/investigation-y kind of thing?
I can perception. I
Help.
will cast guidance.
I'll help you.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay, that's not super awesome. But there are some stuffs going on. So let's talk about some of the stuffs that you can detect going on. So in this direction over here, can you guys see what I'm doing? Yep, you can.
No, I super.
How about arrows?
Yes, I
I
see you.
see.
Okay.
I have to. The map is very large. I have to zoom out.
It is a big map. Up in this direction, you can hear the draconic screeching that you associate with wyverns and the other lizard-like creatures. So you imagine a stables or other pen area. From down in this direction, you don't hear much of anything, but the long, wide building reminds you of a barracks or other such place. Far off to the south and east, you see smoke rising. So you would imagine some sort of kitchen or perhaps a smithy. Back in this direction, you see a cloud giant's backside as it moves away from you, down a hallway. Over here, stone giants being weird.
Stone giants putting on.
Dawn has a headache. He's putting himself back in order a little bit.
I feel like Dusk is going over and patting him down and making sure he's okay.
Ow,
And
ow,
just-
ow.
Yep. You're gonna need a lot more than just a rest.
I'll be fine. Let's just find somewhere to sit for a minute.
Like, all I did was, like, pat the fluff on you.
Kitchen, you say?
Food.
Okay.
Are we good? Are we gonna go snoop at the kitchen? Is that what's happening?
Well, as long as it's not in here, Chloe's good.
Hey, the help knows a lot.
I mean, the kitchen has food, so
Yeah, and all the
And-
best
and-
mutinies start with the kitchen people on your side.
it's giant food. It's even better than regular food, right?
Everything's giant food to Waverly.
Everything is giant food.
I mean, there's a lot of truth to these statements, but you're still standing in the middle of the courtyard as the stone golems slowly lumber away. So, what direction might you actually be taking?
Sounds like we're going towards the kitchen.
I believe you.
Kitchen.
I mean, I'll offer to keep Valandra on the banana seat that I've fashioned for Elmar, but she can walk if she wants to.
That sounds like a great idea. Also, I don't want to hear anything about Dwayle's horses anymore. Banana seats. He designed those. So, as you head towards the kitchen, you realize there's a door on the western east
Eastern.
It's over here. It's the western wall of the
Oh.
kitchen,
That's,
which is the eastern. I don't.
that's the south
It's over
north.
here.
Come on.
South. That's that door. And this is north actually. So I'm not really here.
You just spun it
Here's a
around and said this
kitchen.
is north.
This is north. That's north. Okay. So this is a sky castle. It can spin. And what you don't realize is it's been slowly rotating over time.
Which is why everyone suddenly feels nauseous.
Which is why we were all missing.
Just what happens. So there's a door
Only the
there.
reason.
And for reasons unknown, would you please arrange yourselves as you might be when the first person opens that door?
Oh, God.
For no reason. I mean, there's could be literally any reason or no reason.
Bring the horse to the kitchen.
Horses get hungry too. Even, things have changed. I have to reacquaint myself with Elma, but yes. I think he gets hungry.
Before we open that door, can we hear anything through the door?
Sure. Sure.
Like
we
what?
can.
Like what?
I don't know. What's a jaunty kitchen song? Plant the knives and crack the plates. That's what Bilbo Baggins hunts.
Oh my god.
All right. Is that in common?
I will say it's common-ish.
It's common adjacent.
Common. It's. I mean, it's a song that was maybe written in common, being sung by beings that may not speak common that well, but are amused by the singing of it. And Harry is bobbing his head along like, "Oh, it's about jam." That one got the okay. So, yeah, that's going on. I mean, you hear a lot of clattering noise, fire, fat, sizzling, all kinds of kitchen sound.
Okay.
And also roar.
Is that a roar or somebody saying roar?
I mean, I said, how about
Does it sound like a cat?
I mean, it's brown tweet.
What?
What?
I mean, it's making sounds in there. I don't know what. It's all over that noise. There's a lot of sound going on.
It's not fair what you're doing to Dusk. She doesn't know how many new animals she's getting.
I was about to say, like, the moment she heard animal noises, she's just like opening the door. She's like, "What's in here?"
Okay, so if you're opening the door, if you would just move yourself a little closer to the door,
Okay.
and then we'll be happy to open that door. So let's go ahead and open that door.
Wait, is the door on the right? Okay.
There we go. So the scene is pure chaos.
Oh,
Dozens
You
of
can't
kobolds
keep it.
chopping,
but
mixing,
look at it.
carrying sacks of ingredients, and stirring great cauldrons. This could be an alchemical laboratory or a kitchen. With kobolds cooking, I mean, it's a little hard to be sure. Harry's like, yes, score. Roosting on a ledge above the fray is a griffin.
Oh my gosh.
It's just kind of chilling up there, watching. And every once in a while, one of the kobolds just like moonshot, whoosh, big chunk of meat up, 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 up. And you see the griffin give the little butt wiggle, wings flat, and then shoot, grab the meat out of the air, hits the far wall, rebounds, comes back to its roost, and settles.
I love
now,
him.
I want to pet the griffin.
griffins are big.
That's okay.
Making sure we're aware, this is full-size lion. Full-size lion scale wings.
Yeah.
Majestic head.
Chloe looks over at Telaise and nods down at Waverly and is like, Shakes head.
Oh.
No. Damn it.
I want.
Still on
So, you guys see this, and there's a lot of noise, a lot of cooking going on. The kobolds seem to be playing as much as working. Not everything that's thrown is caught. Not everything that is thrown is intended to be caught. There seems to be a lot of blindsiding one another.
Oh my god.
But eventually it all ends up back in the pots. Eventually. What are y'all doing?
I still want to say hi to the griffin.
I mean, it's just sitting up there chilling. It is up a bit. I mean, it's a good 10 feet above the general chaos on the floor, where it's got itself a little roost.
You know what?
I can climb.
Telaise is gonna squeeze aside Dusk so that she doesn't do something crazy, and call out to the first kobold that's closest to her in Draconic and go, "Hey, we're new, and we forgot to say the password on time. Where can we rest?"
Okay. So I'm pretty sure I heard the words from Dusk. I can climb.
Yeah.
So Telaise, as you are starting to speak to the kobolds, I feel Dusk might already be in motion. So Dusk, if you would please position yourself to wherever you wish to be.
Okay.
And then Telaise, as you speak, the kobolds look towards you. Barracks are behind you. No. Barracks little hounds are. That's Goblin.
My cat friend would like to pet your griffin. She's kind of just pinching the bridge of her nose, and it just doesn't. Just so unhappy right now.
That's not a good sound.
No, that's actually the sound you hear. You hear, as dozens of pairs of eyes just start turning and looking, watching Dusk make her way up towards the griffin. Oh, that's not our griffin. That's like a black griffin. That's gonna be good. So
Dusk,
maybe
Dusk,
animal handling of some sort.
Okay. Where is it? Oh, here it is. It's not...
Oh my god! Wow.
So it seems reasonably accepting of that you came up there. It's just kind of sitting there watching you. You don't think it would be a good idea to try and do something as silly as ride it, but maybe you could get close enough to kind of just sort of touch it. Maybe that's probably not a great idea though, but maybe. And I'm gonna ask, are you actually gonna stretch out? You're living on the edge here.
I mean, I think she's probably gonna sit near it and just
Okay.
kind of try to see if she can coax it closer, but she doesn't want to threaten it at all.
Okay. So let's go ahead and hit a button here.
Oh no.
Okay. It is not having any of that.
Aw.
So you get up there and you kind of start, making your way over, and it looks at you, and it's, I'm going to say like a 8 to 10 foot long kind of feline-y bird hybrid. And if you've ever seen the little cat come try to take the spot from the big cat and what tends to happen,
Oh my god. This
So
is going to be a jag kitten to this thing.
I hear you laughing, so I'm pretty sure you know what's about to happen. So it just sort of reaches out and goes "Woof," and knocks you off the roost.
It just bats me off.
Yep. Now does a 17 hit?
Nope.
It does not, no.
It does not. Okay. So it's trying to nudge you off, but it doesn't have enough force behind it to really push you down. So it's just kind of come on. Off my roost. Get off. And then you're just I'm the little cat. I'm jumping. So what are you doing in response to this? And I'm going to ask, since it's been, we'll say about 6 seconds or so for some reason, Telaise, Waverly, Kuhloe, Valandra, Dawn, Johie, are you taking any active measures at this point?
The only thing that Telaise is doing is she's just kind of gesturing people to come closer into the doorway so they can see the insanity that she's now witnessing.
Yeah, Waverly's gonna just kind of creep into the room.
It's like 6 heads just poking around the door. Maybe more because there's a horse involved.
So
Like
Dusk,
that Scooby Doo, like
Yeah, like this
kicking around.
the head totem pole thing.
the Griffin is not keen on you staying up here, but it hasn't decided to destroy you yet. What are you doing?
Okay, this thing is part feline.
It is
Dusk
part feline. It's also part, let's say, eaglish.
I don't know. I guess this is gonna stay put, but she's probably just gonna keep like chittering and mewing at it. Cause it's like, I'm a kitten. Like, hi, come play with me. Like that kind of. Now she's just inviting it to like come play. She's like, she just thinks it's so cool. She's like, hello.
All
Your
right, as
sister's
you-
an embarrassment to us all.
I've been
But I
saying
love
that for
you.
years.
As you continue annoying the Griffin, its head turns and it looks down at the floor below where all the kobolds are looking up at you. And it gets a little,
Its head cuts out continuously, and
Ooh.
we can't understand what it says.
no, don't do that. Can you hear me now?
It sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't having an issue.
So as it looks down, it chatters, clacking its beak, and then gives a little shriek. And as it does, all the kobolds immediately start looking busy again. Food starts flying around, things start getting chopped, hot things get turned cold things get turned hot. And the Griffin just sort of fluffs its feathers and settles down, waiting for Dusk to go away.
It just tolerates.
It's just like it's there. So, what's the party doing?
Telaise is gonna be like, come on, let's go rest.
Did I hear barracks? This way?
Directly behind us.
Right behind us, yeah.
Knock knock.
Knock knock.
Chloe's
golem?
still on the horse. I love it.
There's room for more. There's like 4 rungs on the banana seat, so come on up.
Oh my god.
Are
She's
the
good on the ground. She's good for now.
are the golems turned off? We're not letting you in until the golems are done.
They're turned off.
All right.
Yeah, Sandalman took care of them. We're sleepy. Can we lay down for a minute?
I mean, sure. We're not going anywhere except up. And as they open the door, you can see in, and there's a number of cultists. And there's a moment as the door opens, and you're looking at them, and they're looking at you, and you're looking at them, and they're looking at you. And then they slowly start reaching down for their weapons as fast as they possibly can. And you recognize, perhaps, the armor and the emblems and the general appearance of Resmir's personal guard. And they kind of recognize you.
But we have an invisible blanket. We're totally
Do you?
different.
We're
I'm in a busy blanket.
we are standing on top of them. I don't think that counts anymore.
They're very close to you, and you're very distinctive.
Oh, calm down. Telaise paid us off. What?
Yeah, we're on your side now. Ta-da.
Maybe. It seems like Kuhloe tried to pass off that deception as Dusk was yelling it in from the other
Sorry.
room.
Oh,
We're on
sorry,
your
that was my
side now.
That was my commentary. Sorry, Dusk is still in the kitchen.
That's fine. So Kuhloe, maybe a deception from you? Because I don't think you're on their side.
Oh God, do you want me to assist you? Please say yes.
I've never been, like, subtle about anything, so I don't feel like she would be just like, oh yeah, we're on your side. She would be like, we're on your side, dum-dum. Which sounds like intimidation to me. It's just... I'm on top of a horse.
And
I'm tired.
All right. All right. We'll go with intimidation to just like okay,
Hammer is now diamonds.
back
Ass-
off and rethink this.
Assisting. I'm helping
so-
you.
Help.
Your target number is only a 12.
I eat
So you
12s
need to do
for
13
breakfast.
or better.
How about double that?
12s for breakfast. So
Give me your food.
like, all right, we don't want any trouble. You can take a rest. We'll go elsewhere. Stupid active recruitment tactics and the.
She'll walk in. And,
Everybody-
are they doing anything? Like, are they like just
So
sitting
they
there
are
talking?
gathering up their
Walks the
stuff.
horse right into the barracks.
Yeah, I was gonna like
Whoa,
if they're
whoa,
eating
whoa,
something,
whoa,
I'm just gonna
whoa.
grab something off his
Whoa.
plate.
In the
Dominance.
stables. Come on now. Fucking half orcs. So they start getting themselves ready to actually leave. They look like they just don't want to deal with you being around.
That's fine. More seats for us. And no, he is much more important than all the other stuff that you got in the stables. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys, we got a table.
Bitches.
Heard that. Assholes.
So, you guys have gained access to the barracks. There are 6 cultists sleeping at the moment, and 5 have decided, yeah, I guess we should go patrol. And Dusk, are you still cuddling the griffin?
I mean, if it's letting me cuddle it, I'm cuddling
I mean,
it. But
it's-
other.
You get close, it pushes you away. You get close, it pushes you away. That's just kind of the repeating theme happening there.
If we come back into that room and that griffin has you in a headlock and is cleaning your face, I think you will both be in heaven, and it will be ridiculous, and we're all gonna wish we had cameras.
So,
If only somebody could invent something to seize this moment.
Time forever.
you know, if only there were magically gifted people who could cast minor illusion and recreate an exact moment easily in 3 dimensions. If only. But
unfortunately, this is the real world we live in.
that's it. So, how about one more animal handling? Target number is a 17. Beat it, and it will become tolerant of you, though definitely not cuddly. Because its job is to watch kobolds, and you're not a kobold.
Well, she's got her own kobold. Although she
Okay.
probably let Harry like go play with the other kobolds, because.
Harry's in the mix. He's singing, he's dancing, he's been across the table once or twice.
Oh gosh,
He's showing off his rock grinder.
I am very nervous about
And his
this roll.
fancy new banner and everything.
He's got his fancy banner.
Okay, I don't know how this is gonna go. This could go either way. Oh,
Oh wow!
So, after a considerable amount of sitting still, and Dusk, I feel like that's torture to you.
yeah.
Okay. So I feel like you're sitting there tail lashing, it's sitting there tail lashing, but you've basically worked out if you both hold still, it's okay. Aside from the tail lashing. But what are you guys all doing for, it seems like, an hour?
Are these
Long of
guys?
rest.
Long is 8 hours. Short is 1.
Are these
what are you aiming
guys
for?
like the same as like where like part of this group, or are they different?
It's hard to tell. They don't wear their masks to bed. They've got different ones for that.
No, but I mean, like if there's like anything hanging around, like armors or symbol, like the same
Sure.
sigils or so, like
Give
they
me a
were.
quick investigation.
Just gotta kind of like walk up the aisle and give a look. Where are you, investigation? Would that be more perception because he's not touching stuff, or investigation?
I think investigation, because you're trying to suss out some details.
What's
from
that? You need some
symbol
help?
facts. So no, these appear to be other cultists. Their designs and their emblems are slightly different. And you do know that many loads of treasure have been brought here.
No, so like they're not likely to recognize us, but the others may have mentioned us, so if they wake up while we're here, be on guard.
I'm gonna
So
park
I'm gonna-
Elmar right in front of that door that they walked out of.
So I'm going to ask an important question. How much time are you attempting to allow to pass?
I think we're just doing a short rest. Just to get the hit points up and
Do
my bardic inspiration
snack.
back.
remind me, do temporary hit points stay through a short rest?
Temporary hit points would stay until whatever you gave them refreshed. So if Telaise gets her bardic
Till-
inspirations back,
Which
they
I
would
will.
go away. Because the thing
Okay.
that gave them to you would have gone away.
Oh, they're gone then. Well, dang.
Song of resting.
Okay.
But you'll have
Uh,
all of your hit points back.
And Valandra,
I was just
Well-
really enjoying how for a while there I had almost as many temporary hit points as regular hit points.
Oh,
It was pretty great.
So hang on. So before we start rolling hit dice,
Oh.
before that, there's an important die that needs to be rolled. And that important die is a d20. And you would like to roll low on this particular d20 because if I see an 18, 19, or 20, you're not going to get all the way through that short rest.
damn it.
That is
Oh my
an
god!
18.
oh my god.
So, Telaise
Oh.
sits down and begins playing music.
It's very pretty
It's
music.
very nice. It's very restful. The snoring increases in volume from the other cultists in the bed. You all start feeling, oh, it's nice. I didn't think ice would be this comfy. And then something happens. And that something is a someone. And that someone is a half dragon. And that half dragon has black scales, a big sword, and doesn't like you very much. As the door opens, Resmir looks down at Waverly, up at Telaise, over at Joey, Valandra, Dawn, Kuhloe. Head tilts just slightly at Elmer blocking the other door. And then she calls her guard drakes forward to attack. And I'm going to ask everyone to go ahead and roll me an initiative because she doesn't care who's paid who. You killed her boy toy.
Did we? When did that happen?
Well, Joey's sporting his wing.
Gotcha. I thought he was dating that other chick.
He gets around.
Wow. Honey,
Oh,
you deserve
Does,
Resmir, honey, you deserve better.
does she know? Oh my god.
I mean, you can bring that up to her. By the way, your boyfriend's cheating on you. Also die. I don't know how that's
She
gonna
doesn't
go
need
over.
to die happily.
I mean, could
It's
go.
fine, let's just kill it inside of here.
Maybe. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the little initiative thing. And you guys are really, really bad at stealth, right? Like, really bad. It's probably not worth asking.
Some of us are.
Some of us
Okay.
are better
I
than
mean,
others.
if it's like a group pass
It's
fail,
kind of a
we
group
might do
pass
it. But if
fail.
one person is going to fail out of the 7, there's 3 of us with disadvantage and -1.
Okay, so we're just going to go with that. You're going to make a little noise here. So as Resmir starts calling for aid and assistance, the cultists in their beds begin to stir. The cultists out on patrol begin to rush back. The guard drakes rush towards you. The jig seems to be up. The kobolds are happy cooking. They don't care. But Resmir cares quite a bit. And let's go ahead and add some people to the turn order here. Resmir.
Does Dusk even have any idea that we're all about to get our faces smashed in?
She's probably got no clue considering the chaos that's going on in the kitchen.
Probably not so far. I think it'll depend a bit on the loudness of your guys' fighting techniques.
Which also might attract other people's attention.
Which could. There's some options there.
Question.
Yeah.
Does she look like, humanoid shaped? Just for reasons.
Humanoid shaped?
Or just, if it would fall in that kind of category.
The humanoid category.
Asking for a friend.
I believe she does. I think half dragons count as humanoid. I will double check.
I mean, they're half something, right? So
Yeah, I think
That
they're
actually is
they're
that's the
humanoid.
point.
unless it's half another animal, and then we've got a problem with Dusk.
That's true. You could end up with a pet Resmir. These things have been known to happen. The cultists abed will take one round to join the fray. They are unprepared at the moment. The others, however, are on patrol and quite ready. And as we flip around, let's find out. You're a sleepyhead. You're awake.
They're on patrol, but are they right nearby?
We're going to say they were coming back around this way just to be easy for me.
Wait, the people patrolling went on a two-step gaunt, oh, let's go patrol. Oh, wait, never mind, I forgot all my things in my bed.
All right, fair enough. So let's turn it into a random chance.
There we
someone
go.
can roll me a d20, and they will be that many tens
No,
of feet
Valandra.
away.
Don't let Valandra do it this time.
Get out of here. I vote Dawn. Dawn got smushed. Dawn, you got some good luck coming to you, right?
So what was that, a 20?
A
D20.
d20, and they will be that many tens of feet away.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
Seems like a reasonable argument. So we will pick 17. So wow, they're way up there.
Yep, they're all right up.
Far side. Whoever hanging out with where Harry was left. Harry, get down in there and go have some fun, buddy. Having a party. He's got the big drums out. He's banging in time. They're row, row, and at each time they're throwing stuff around. So that's going to bring up the Dragon Wings. They are rushing to catch up. You are a sleepyhead. You are rushing. You are a sleepyhead. You're a sleepyhead. And you're Resmir. And Resmir looks at y'all.
I feel like there's two people not on the turn order.
Are there? Who did we miss?
I think Waverly got her roll in before the turn order
Oh,
was cleared, and
yeah.
I don't know if
Oh.
Dusk is supposed to be.
All right. So Waverly, let's get you back on the turn order here.
I was too fast.
And Dusk, did you hit an initiative button?
I did not.
Hit an
I'm
initiative, and
not-
we'll get you at least a perception check to see if you notice the things going on.
Can't give her a giant toy and then expect her to pay attention to combat. It's not fair.
I guess that could be considered not fair.
Also, bring your griffin to the battle.
Bold of you to assume it's my
Yeah.
griffin.
But so
That's
let's
how
get
you
that.
roll, isn't it?
I mean,
Adopt
okay,
shit.
if she can adopt this griffin, it will make her so happy.
I don't know if that's all gonna fly, but what does fly or spray in a line of unpleasantness, covering Waverly, Telaise, Valandra, and Dawn, is a stream. Waverly, Telaise, Valandra, and Dawn.
No,
A
it's just
line?
A
she's
line.
not anywhere that line could happen.
Hang on. 30-foot line, 5 feet wide. So she's gonna go.
So she can get Waverly, Telaise, and Dawn.
Waverly, Telaise. No, you can split. You can split lines. You can go right down the line.
Huh?
Hit
But
it
she
on
would.
the angle.
That's not possible to
That's
get
not
Valandra.
how.
Wasn't Valandra right there? Yeah, right
Valandra
down
is
the line.
below the door, so if she's outside the door making that straight line, she's blowing it at the door, at the wall.
She's hitting it on an angle. She's shooting.
Then she can't hit.
And she can't
That's
hit
not-
Dawn.
That's not how straight lines work.
That's a straight line. That's a straight line right there.
And
Yeah,
Dawn doesn't
and,
get
and
hit by
Dawn
it.
isn't in.
It's 5 foot wide.
And Dawn's still not in it.
Because you're hitting this 5 foot square.
Right
You're
there.
not hitting
There we go.
his 5 foot square.
We're hitting your 5 foot square.
I know you really,
never how
really
That's literally not how.
know it works.
You know what? Fine. We'll hit Joey instead. She'll shoot down the top line.
It still doesn't hit Joey.
You could go. You can bridge the line. You can hit 2 sides of the line. That's just
Well, then you're not hitting. If you're gonna hit Joey, you can't hit Dawn.
She can stand right in the middle. She's a special person. She can straddle a line. That's how lines work.
Cheater.
Oops.
He's
That
cheating.
is not how lines work. In
All right, fine. Waverly
That's literally
Telaise-
not how it's ever worked for
That's
any of
always how
us.
it works. Check the bonfire records.
Hey, this game is different. There's no bonfires in this game.
Different. All right, Waverly, Telaise, Dawn. You get breathed acid upon.
Oh.
Please give me a DC 14 dexterity saving throw. Roll 5d8 and take 27 or half if you pass.
Dawn's out.
27.
I was really fucking close.
Half what? Half of 27.
13
13. Thank you.
because math.
I've had a shitty day.
It's
Don't mind me.
totally okay. And
Does Edgar stay around if he goes out?
if Dawn passes out, does Edgar stay around?
Yes.
I
don't know.
Probably does, but I don't think he can do anything because I think you have to instruct him to do things.
Yes, he's just there.
He's just there. He's like, this is bad. And with that, Resmir is going to take a few steps away here. And then Dawn, who I think is down and is going to have to make a death saving throw.
Yes.
Oh no.
Dawn's not down!
He is now up.
Up at 1 hit point.
Uh,
Fakey unconscious, Dawn. You are up, and it is the start of your turn. So what would you like to do with your 1 hit point?
Take a healing potion.
I have one?
That
We have-
would be a good.
we
We
have
all
those,
have.
don't we?
We have like
I think we all have one.
They were standard?
Yeah. 2d4 plus
2d4 plus. Come on, keyboard. 2.
should all have 2 unless you've used yours before.
7. Still not great, but it's better than 1. That. And going to send Edgar here and
Wait, where did Edgar go?
right here.
Okay, got him.
Maybe. Spiritual weapon again. We'll just,
Okay.
or I will. Doors open. Wait, he's gonna wait here.
Okay.
And next thing, he can't hold an action. That's
He
like
cannot.
this is a bonus action, so he's in the vicinity of things to attack when next time around.
You
when
got
attacking can happen.
When attacking can happen,
it. And
he's gonna stand up and
like a ghost in a whisper, you lose track of Resmir.
Oh, we're about to have a bunch of giants down on our ass.
Perhaps.
maybe not.
And Dawn, anything else for you?
He's just gonna scoot over this way.
You got it. Cultists throw off their covers, reach for weapons, rub their eyes, be like, what's going on? Other cultists run.
So it's just like the
Yes!
Dragonborn just went crazy.
Dusk, may I have a perception check, please?
Okay. Are they? Would you say they're making a lot of noise?
They haven't made a lot of noise yet, but you have heard a call for guards, or perhaps you have heard a call for guards. Let's find out.
Okay, let's see. Perception. Boop.
Dawn is probably missing a bunch of fur.
Dusk has heard a call for guards, but does Dusk care? I don't know. Dusk, do you care?
Wait, like from where I am in the kitchen, what's the sound that I'm hearing?
You're pretty sure you heard, "Get them!"
Oh, that's not good. That makes me very concerned.
Mhm.
That would probably make me want to move. Yes.
Mhm.
I guess hop down from the perch,
Okay.
which will probably make the griffin happy because I'm no longer intruding on its perch.
It seems pleased by this.
Okay. And I guess I'm gonna actually. Oh, I'm gonna get close to the door and like peek out
Okay.
because I see those. And after when she hears "get 'em," she's like, maybe I should be careful for once.
Maybe you should. You see a drake, large, short, squat creature, dragon-like. This one actually white, huge horn on the front of it.
Are they facing the other door?
They are facing the other door. Look, they're about to pounce on the other door.
Okay. Can I try and? Well, I could only sneak up on one of them.
So taking the hide action would be an action, unless you get a bonus to do that, and I don't think you do.
What if I? Oh, I'm in a kitchen. Could I possibly distract these drakes if I just like gave them food and made them like chase it somewhere else?
I mean, you could try.
Okay, then I want to try that because if I don't have to fight these, that's one less thing to worry about.
That seems reasonable. That seems like an animal handling of here, boys. So how about an animal handling?
Okay. Oh God, I hope this turns out well.
Hope you didn't waste all your good animal handlings on snuggling that griffin.
Animal handling is up here.
And
It
they
shouldn't
do
be this
have
hard for me to find it, but
Oh my
That's
God.
a good roll. All right, and they are being commanded by Resmir, and Resmir. Yeah.
Okay.
So against a 21, she does have advantage on this one, but 17 is not good enough.
She should have fed her boys this morning.
Should have
She
fed
should
her
have
boys
fed
this
'em.
morning.
Always gotta feed your babies.
Dusk, you have distracted the guard Drake. Starts nomming on the food, gulping it down. Waverly.
I think, is it time for pew pew?
Yes.
I think it is time for pew pew. Let's shoot this guard Drake right there, and
Okay.
I will actually remember to turn off sneak attack. So, pew.
Southern Guard Drake, a bolt flies into it, doing 6 points of piercing damage. It does not like that. Suddenly, food is forgotten. Because, ow.
Oh.
Wait,
Yeah, I thought you were going to pew pew against some of the guards in the room with
In the
us.
room.
Oh,
Or trying to look for
sorry.
Resmir.
Sorry.
These
You know
guys
what?
aren't really.
I feel that's more in character. Waverly, like, should I get it? You're like, yeah. And then she just twangs at the first thing she sees.
Yeah,
Whatever.
pretty much.
Sorry. So, Waverly, any other activity for you?
Duck into the corner here. Bye.
That's going to bring up where are you at? You're still way up there. Rushing down. And Telaise.
Well, shit.
Toby.
Well. Let's see what I can do here. So, are we just gonna not even try to like talk our way out of this?
Well, Dawn was trying to tell these guys that the Dragonborn just went crazy. Because far as they know, she opened the door, splurt,
Spat fire and
spat-
ran off.
and ran away, spat acid and ran off.
Yeah,
You know
I
what?
mean that's legit.
You know what? Yeah, that seems real, actual, legit. So she's gonna move up next to Dawn, and she's gonna double down on that statement, and just
Okay. So I kind of wasn't expecting that to last for the whole round. Let's see. Do I have any other sleepy guys going? One other sleepy guy.
And I want to do a
Joey.
persuasion to see if I want to literally do a persuasion on that because
Okay, I'm gonna
talking
ask you two to hold till the end of the round because your success will depend heavily on what others do. So as you start to give your she's crazy, if somebody walks over and slashes one of them in half with a big sword or something, it might detract from your statement.
why am I waiting to the end of the round when it's my turn?
Basically to find out if they're just gonna, go for it. Yeah, sure. Why would you wait? So go ahead and the two of you actually, go ahead and give me deceptions, and we will take the better of the two.
Are you deception?
And that's a 22 offered up. That's pretty good.
And he's dripping with acid, and his fur's all like burnt off, and he's just fucked. Like he was just on the floor. Like he looks like something just went crazy on him. So that's
All right.
helpful help.
Probably all of the furs that she had borrowed from the other places have been burnt off, and
Aw, that's shitty.
So
That's shitty.
here's the thing. There are 6 of them, and they all will try and suss out what's going on. They are not the wisest of things, but they have just enough that it could potentially fail. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. You're fairly certain one of them is not buying into it. And we'll find out next round if he can convince his friends. But for the moment, they're not doing anything. Telaise, any other activity for you?
yeah, I'm gonna drink a potion.
Okay. Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. Chloe.
2d4 plus what now?
+2.
Yep.
Better than nothing.
Nothing is important. Chloe.
So important point of order. The temporary hit points did not fade because we did not get a short rest.
True. So if you did,
So if you had temporary hit points, you still do, unless you were
Yes.
in that line.
Oh,
Then you have those instead of.
You would not have gone down then.
Okay.
But or we could just say he has them now. They kind of piffed.
Yes.
He fell over.
Yes. But if you have 1 or 2 more hit points, keep them. They're important. And Chloe, did we lose you?
Muted?
Are you muted? We can't hear you.
Bueller?
I am confused.
What's going on?
We can hear you now. Or I can.
So currently we've got 6 dragon wings abed, looking very confused themselves, one of which seems to have sorted out something is awry here. We've got others rushing across as fast as they can.
And you
Wait.
heard Don and Telaise both go, the Dragonborn just fucking went crazy on us.
Wait,
And they
yeah, wait, do I know that the others are coming back? The ones that went on patrol?
Yes, you can hear them shouting and raising hullabaloo as they tear across the ground.
try to yell at them to go after
I just don't know, like, I mean, we're in a pickle now because we've started that train of thought. These guys aren't going to buy it for very long, if at all. I didn't realize these guys were alerted already. My instinct tells me to go see if I can suss out Rezmir, because if I can find Rezmir, I can I keep an eye on Rezmir. But I can't leave these two. They're low on health and they're doing tomfoolery with 6 evil dudes waking up from a nap.
I mean, Telaise has been known to do that.
Usually it's before they take the nap. Hey, they're no fun when they're sleeping.
They're profitable, though.
They are profitable, though.
Okay. I mean, I'm so torn. Because I know what I want to do, but, like, my character would not abandon you guys with slivers of health as you guys are yelling very badly told lies at a bunch of sleeping dudes.
That was a very well told lie.
They're very smart. We've underestimated all of them.
Only one of
One
them
of
is very
them.
smart.
As you
But
two
we can make him
yell
out
at
to
me,
be the asshole.
I point out that you both are burnt and bleeding. Stop it. And I will...
And we're using that in the lie.
They're not going to believe it. Okay, so I'll yell...
They already did.
They did. They
But
believe
all
us.
it takes is one to not, and then they're gonna be like, "Those guys are lying," and the other guys will be like,
Yeah,
"I've
but
known
we
you
could
forever.
Also
You're a
be-
cat."
Wow.
Yeah, but that guy could also be the asshole of the group, and the rest of them could just be like, "Shut up, asshole." You know, Doug. Shut up, Doug. You know.
Oh my god, please. That would be so funny.
You're such a kiss ass, Doug.
Ooh, that's not nice.
All right, I will get on Elmar, staying in front of this door,
Okay.
and I will yell to Joey to go find Rezmir and hold my action. If I see any of these motherfuckers thinking about attacking my friends, or, you know, going up to do it, I will move up and smash him.
Got it. That's going to bring up our final sleepy dragon wing, and that's going to bring up our pin-cushioned guard drake, who did not enjoy that at all. And that guard drake is going to rush forward, turn the corner, growl at Waverly, and do its darndest to Tokyo Drift into Waverly.
Oh
Tail
no.
slash.
I deserve it.
16,
It just hits.
9 points of bludgeoning damage as it spins around the rest of the way, chasing
There
tail
go-
with teeth.
There go all my temporary hit points.
Here comes the fight.
You're welcome.
The 15, though, I think is a miss, you said.
The 15 will miss.
15 will miss, and that's going to bring us to
I just
Joey.
kind of ninja out of the way.
Going bad dog. Bad.
I am a small target.
I mean, it's got an arrow sticking out of it, so, I mean, the newspaper that you've rolled up really means nothing to it. Joey, though.
Go find the dragon.
And you see a guard drake.
And it's still
And-
nomming?
And that guard drake is nomming. That guard drake is nomming.
Dust is probably just petting it. Like,
May I
"Cuckoo,
please
cuckoo,
have
Drake."
a perception check? 15 or better is what you would like to do.
Oof.
12 is not better than 15 unless you have advantage for some reason I'm unaware of.
Digging. Yeah, no, I have no BS reason why I would have advantage.
Fair deal. You see no half dragon, just a guard drake. Far across the way, you see a stone giant female kind of lean out and look out at you guys and just lean back in.
Still putting on makeup, or
I mean, she's done to the nines at this point. She's working on her nails. She's like etching.
The
That was an odd measurement you made.
the cultists over here are still running across the way, I believe, are still in range of your Eldritch Blast.
Um,
And then I'm gonna walk back in 5 feet, and then I'm gonna. Is the door across the hall here to the kitchen, is that open or shut?
That door, Dusk, I believe, left it open to throw food out in piles toward the guard drake. So you're actually seeing a steady stream of food just arcing out that way. And a few seconds after Dusk starts, the kobolds join in. So it's just like a whoa.
This is a meat pile just
Yes.
forming in the hallway.
oh
The
my
barricades. And you hear the people sing.
God. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You got Harry in the background waving the flag.
Oh my god. I love him.
So Joey, that's happening. What do you?
Oh.
Blood of angry cultists. Black,
So I mean,
half dragon and eight.
no dragony thing.
I mean, guard drake
So-
right next to you. Guard drake
I
above
mean,
you.
yeah, I mean, guard drake next to me. So we'll bonus action.
Shut the door.
Want to-
Close the door. Not gonna do
Well,
that.
I wanna, but Dusk's door is open. All right. I'll trust it. And then I will bonus action a hex onto this drake.
Okay.
We will pick dexterity. And then I will unwrap fucking blue sword of, hey, if I had had this out, maybe she would have stayed and tried to kill me. Sorry, guys. And then smash this drake. And like, what? And your drake's a rabbit too. She's training to kill everybody.
So as you unwrap
Why?
the sword, you hear, "Oh, he's not a cultist."
Oh yeah. And here we are,
Oh
guys.
my god.
Ah, we were so close.
Oh my god.
Because what is the name of that sword, Joey? I believe it was described as
It was a long day.
I'm not a cultist.
There you go. It's in the name.
So a 21 is plenty to hit. 11 points of slashing damage is a decent chunk, but these guard drakes are made of sturdy stuff. And the little extra 1 point of damage does hurt a little. And then another chunk of damage. This time 18.
I'm sorry, guys. Like that's actually that's a player whiff. My bad.
You're not the only one doing that tonight.
Life happens. It's okay. Joey, anything else for you?
I mean, to shut the door or to not shut the door?
Don't. Oh.
I feel like that's blocking out Dusk, so I will not shut the door.
Okay. So we'll come down to the bottom of the turn order and find out what our cleric Valandra is doing. Valandra.
Everyone take 14 hit points.
Ooh.
Oh, that's much better.
Please take your 14 hit points. And Valandra, that would be the bonus action, I believe, for Mass Healing
That
Word.
would. Yep.
Action, anything.
Well, movement first. I'm
Okay.
moving out, and I'm gonna see if I can spot the dragon.
Hang on. Joey, did you shut the door?
He did not.
No, I explicitly left it open
Okay,
for
left it
Dusk.
Got it. Valandra rushes outside, looks around, and may I have a perception check, please?
28.
Yes!
Whoa! She sees everything. She can
You're
see
right.
us.
Like the CSI, like bullet time, just like with calculations
You can
and
see forever.
geometry.
For
She can-
just a second, Valandra.
Peers through the veil and sees a whole bunch of people behind computers.
The sunlight comes down, it hits the castle, and for your eyes, You got the water, the ice, the air, the fog. You're like, no, I got this. And it's just crystal clear for you for a moment. And there's Rezmir. And what else can we do for you?
I will say he's right there and cast Sacred Flame.
Right where? Bullshit. Bullshit.
Pointing.
Well, a flame just burst out, so
And
that's where.
as you do that, Rezmir's like, I'm a girl. And then the guard like, that's a woman?
It's
yeah,
hard to tell.
Yeah, that was
They're
not the
dragons.
right thing to say to Rezmir. But Rezmir would like to avoid being scorched by your sacred flame and attempts to dodge out of the way. Her dexterity is pretty good. It does not tag her. And Valandra, any other activity?
Nope, that was well, let's see. Yeah, no, I'll stay here. Keep an eye on Rezmir in case she tries to disappear again.
And that brings us to the top of the turn order, and we've run a little long tonight, so I think that's where we will pause to pick up next week at the top of the turn order with a bunch of dragon wings. Now just a little more suspicious as Joey has unveiled a piece of one of the former half-dragons.
Yeah, I still feel super bad about this, guys, and I probably will for the next couple of days or
Oh,
so.
Don't worry about it.
Come on now. That was not the silliest thing that has happened this evening. But we will see how that
Stay
all
there. Dawn
plays
will
out.
give him a smack upside the head, and that's about it.
Things may happen. So I hope everyone's having fun. Experience will not be doled out tonight because we're kind of still in mid-peril. And it's going to be a lot easier for me to add up all the experience. Plus, I'm pretty sure everybody leveled and isn't, 50 away from leveling again. So we will save the big XP dump for a little bit. Any questions, comments, concerns? Volunteers for the sing-along.
Are we doing
There's
the
a sing-along?
kudos?
I'm gonna hold all kudos and experience till we get through, because I wanna. This is hint. Module end is coming up, and we will have a module changeover. So I want to build up a bit so we can do a dramatic recap.
Ooh, I just got back. Valandra, you saw Rezmir. Yes. There's no way I was going to notice Rezmir. I'm not observant.
Not as much, but yes. Not only did she see Rezmir, she made her jump. So
Nice.
Rezmir has been revealed. All right, cool. Then what I think I'm going to do is go slink away and try and catch up on some more sleep. Because I get to stay up late tomorrow night too and talk about other things, I think.
No, that got delayed, homie.
No!
Yeah.
I'm not caught up.
Sorry, Casey. You have to hold on to that character story.
It's the problem is the longer I hold it in, the more it grows. It's like I don't know.
I keep waiting for part of your story to latch onto because for once I'm like tapped. Like for my most fun character, I got nothing, man.
I mean, if you feed me anything, I'm sure I can. Like, did you have a loose thread on one of your pieces of apparel at some point? Because you would have found me bouncing along behind it.
I'm waiting until 3:58 on Friday before I let creative stuff come back in my head.
Gotcha. Yeah. So no, I thanks to certain other inspirations, one of which was just making time with a griffin. I will be hopefully maybe playing a Tabaxi monk in a future campaign. So, and due to other people's inspirations, it's going to be a drunken master Tabaxi monk. So let's see how that all turns out.
I have to postpone that song another day.
No,
Sorry,
we need
Craig.
the songs. Oh, so wait, all right. I do need to know though. What song were you rhyming that could rhyme to Gollum?
You said he had sandals on. What
did have
Fallout
sandals.
76 song has something that sounds close to it? Hey, Sandal Man, stop the golem. Bum, 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 bum. He smashed my friend on, now he's all swollen. Go on, get in there, don't move no soa. Bum, 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 bum. Then tell him that his smashing days are over. That's it.
Wow.
But then you just came down and like with no effort at all, he's just like, go away. You guys
I mean,
good?
no effort. He spent a solid 3 rounds dealing with stairs made of ice, lots of doors.
If I had just known how to stop giants, put stairs in front of them and move their shoes somewhere else.
Oh my god.
Damn it.
I mean, it's right there in the handbook. How to.
Okay.
So on that note, I will escape. Thank you all for playing. Look forward. Wait, next week is Christmas week, but that's on Tuesday. How's everyone's availability? Is there availability for Thursday?
Probably.
available.
Let me
As-
see what days.
Feel free to
Thursday?
say. I mean, it is
The
Christmas
27th.
week, so yeah.
I
Feel
don't
free
know
to say
for
no if we're
sure,
gonna be okay.
but I have a feeling I'll be off.
I
am
think I'll probably be
Also
available.
uncertain.
I'm definitely available.
Okay. So chime in as availability confirms. If for some reason we end up with people unavailable, we'll do something odd and quirky. Maybe backstory, side story. Who knows? I'm sure we'll find something to do.
Battle Royale.
I mean, I'm not a fan of PC battle royales.
Okay.
It's not. The game's not really designed for player versus player all that well.
I know that's why I
I
like
know
the idea.
it just gets weird though. Like really weird, really fast. But maybe. Perhaps we'll see. Let's see here. What else we got going on? I think that's it.
Okay. I have to go because my friend is trying to upgrade her PC and I think she just destroyed it and I am concerned.
Oh.
No.
Uh,
Wish her luck, him luck, whoever would luck with that.
Take luck and care.
Oh
Alright.
goodness. I'm gonna go help her.
Alright, good night, guys.
Good
Happy, merry holiday Christmas.
Yes.
Good night.
Good
night.